Thanks, Cactus, for coming. I'm glad
Wow.
we finally got a chance to sit down and do this.
College is bad. Don't do it.
College is a refining process.
Don't stay in school, kids.
Yeah, get out as quickly as you can and stay away
Before it's too late.
unless you want to do your time serving coffee in Starbucks.
I went to school, now look at me.
Hey,
Look
I've
what
been
I've
to your
become.
place, okay? Okay, well,
I mean, I'm here hanging out with a bunch of nerds on the internet. Instead of
Surrounded by
making
your-
something of myself.
surrounded by your priceless video game artifacts. I just realized I forgot to actually detail exactly how we start. That's a fun question. We will go ahead and say, Dandy,
Whoa.
where would you be on any given day during this month hiatus? Like, what would be a typically normal place to catch you?
If we're starting with Baigong, I'd probably just go to his place to ask him about the thing.
Well, that's probably just as good a starting point as any.
Yes.
So, Baiguang, am I correct in assuming you spend most of your time up by the docks?
I mean, when I'm not at Snowdawn, I guess.
Fair enough.
So
I don't
clearly,
know most of my time at the docks. I probably spend some at the docks.
Well, we will say that,
It's not enough
Dandy,
girls
you've
at-
learned that Baiguang is currently at the docks. Apparently, his
There you
ship
go.
has come in, and some of his shipmates have wanted to catch up with him a bit. So, if you wish to speak to Baiguang, that would be the place to do so.
OC asked me how many people are on the ship. I'm like, I don't know how many people are on a ship, boy.
3.
But aren't you a smart college person? You should know
4.
these things.
I didn't stay in school. I left school. I'm gone.
So yes, I presume then you head to the dock to find Baiguang?
yes, I see him. I turn around. I get the bad ending.
Blah, blah.
See you on Saturday.
I go up and talk to him. Hey. Oh wait, I should probably go to a private place. I just realized my roommate's right here.
Hi, roommate. Since I know Cactus seldom wears headphones,
Yeah, I don't.
don't mind us.
Nerd.
Also, don't stay in school.
Yes, quick, get out as fast as you can.
That's, the,
Life advice on them tabletoppers.
Yes.
that's today's lesson. Don't stay
Most
in
of
school.
us. Right. So, yes. So, Dandy, you were saying to Baiguang?
Yeah. Baiguang.
Oh.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
Sure. Hi, Dandy. What's up?
So, well, you said when you were looking about what that book, like what that book was all about, you said you met a unicorn?
Yes, in a town not too far from here.
Well, turns out I kind of want to, I should go to questions. I kind of need to find a roommate. Now I kind of want to see a unicorn that isn't Vesper right now, if that makes sense.
Baiguang gives him a quizzical look. Oh,
It'll make sense. Trust me.
all right then.
Oh yeah, Baiguang. By the way, I heard a fresh shipment of honey came in. If you know what I mean.
lewd.
So Dandy's gonna go get some honey from somebody other than his boyfriend.
I know, right? Who's giving Dandy the sugar?
I need to see other unicorns for a while.
In fact, I'm pretty sure we're heading that way. If you want to lift.
Oh, that was a character.
Yes, that was one of your shipmates, basically saying,
Okay.
"Hey, Bagwong, I recently heard a shipment of honey came in. If you know what I mean."
I thought that was just DM cheekiness.
No, that was one of your generic crewmates saying that to you.
I see. Hey, they're not generic. They have names. I just don't know what they are.
All NPCs have names.
They have lives. They have families.
All NPCs
some of them
do.
might not. I don't know.
Anyway,
Yes.
catch a boat. So
Bagwong turns to unnamed shipmate. Hey, you guys headed back that direction?
I think so. I mean, you said you met a unicorn there, didn't you?
Yeah, back in Sarvet.
Sorry. Yeah, I think that is where we're headed. Let me go check the captain real quick. And he gets up and puts down his mug and flies onto the ship. Another crewmate begins sort of shooting the breeze with Dandy, like, "Hey, what's up? So, you new to these parts?" So on and so forth.
Oh, wait.
After a moment,
That was a rhetorical question.
it was a rhetorical RP.
Yes.
After a few moments, the longma in question comes back. Yeah, actually, we are heading back that way.
Yeah, Bagwong looks to Dandy. That sound good to you?
Yeah, I could. It certainly. There are charms to not teleporting everywhere.
Oh. You guys are in the wrong layer. There we go. Now you're in the right layer. All right, so I take you guys hop onto the ship.
Wait, are there things going on the map or that I'm not?
No, I put your guys' tokens on the wrong layer. I was just changing what layer they were on.
Okay.
I think he was just preparing things before we can see anything.
Okay, because there's just a bunch of black, and I'm not sure if I'm on the wrong part of the black or.
Here, I will. There we go.
Wow.
That is the area we will soon be looking at.
And so I take you guys hop onto the ship and go.
Randy
right.
didn't have anything else he wanted to prep first.
I think I travel lightly.
Very good. There is worth asking. Is there anything you guys want to take care of right quick before we head over?
Yeah,
No.
I would like Discord to unfreeze. There we go.
Well then. All right.
Now my
Should
reference
work.
is too late to be apropos, so carry on.
There we go. Okay.
Hey,
Whoa. That is a cow.
So as you guys pull into port, it's a small town, not a ton to see here. There's some luggage, a bit of a market set up. It's a bit of a cold day. It's not a lot of rainy days in rain, but this would be kind of close to the equivalent thereof. So there's not a lot of ungulates out and about, but nevertheless, from your position, Bagwong, you spot a familiar-looking unicorn currently standing by some carts.
That sure is a unicorn.
It sure
I don't
is.
own Dandy, by the way.
Oh, that's bizarre. Come on, roll 20. Let me edit.
I appear to have 5 long, so that's good.
There, I made my own Dandy.
Okay.
A new and improved Dandy.
Yes, Dandy 2.0.
I do not own the rights to this character.
I do not own the rights to my own character.
I own only my voice. Also, I'm
not gonna bother setting in stats.
Also, you said that Bagwong spots a unicorn by a cart.
He's right here.
Ah, there he is.
He blends in.
It's like I'm looking around. I'm like, he's white on white, which is
Come
a
on,
rather
roll
famous
20.
painting.
Hold on a second. I gotta reload roll 20.
Now you understand Vesper's problem.
That's why he's blue.
Not a
Well,
phase.
he's not anymore. This is
It's not a phase, it's practicality.
yeah.
That phase is over now. I mean, it's not a phase.
It's not a phase.
Mom.
Man.
All right, now maybe Roll20 will behave. Wasn't letting me edit tokens, which is
behave.
kind of irritating. There we go.
Why don't I get a name tag?
You have to type your name in.
I did type my name in.
In that case, OC has to make your name visible.
Oh,
Yeah, let me. There we go. That should help it stand out a little bit more.
okay. Oh, okay. I feel important now.
Yeah, there you go. Also, this is a pretty busy map visually, but I like it.
I do quite like it. There's a lot of noise.
Yeah, mostly the snow.
Yeah. I honestly like the snow look. It's good.
Although, unfortunately, the lines are built into the map, so I can't do anything.
I'm gonna jump.
Well, for all intents and purposes, the walkway is all the way up to the ship and properly docked.
Okay.
Bagwong has missed being on the decks of the high ship.
Because as you pull up, the crew pretty much get straight to work, doing crew things. Yeah. I think it's a good time to point out that my father was a sailor, but yet I know nothing about this.
They're saying things like ahoy and starboard and
yeah,
sail.
Yeah. That's a port. Yes, port. Yes. Starboard and the mast. Yes.
No, the port is to the starboard.
Did somebody say my name? Oh wait, no. It's been a while since I've been referred to as Starstorm.
So you had
starboard.
Yeah.
So you head out onto the wall. And I assume you'll walk into the town then.
Yeah, I suppose I do.
Steve.
I can't see the unicorn though. He's blended in.
Bagwong waves to his shipmates as he disembarks.
Hang on. Do I actually?
One of them barks back, should we wait for you? Bagwong looks to Dandy.
Nah, we have a return plan.
Don't you mean nah?
Yeah.
I think that's not what he means.
Well, it's just NAAAAAA. All right.
Oh.
And then one has the Enya above it.
All right. All right, and they continue on with their work.
He waves again.
They wave back. And Dandy, as you enter the town, the various people around, elites you see there, sort of just pay you marginal attention. This cow, which is busy doing some manual labor, gives you moderate attention. The reindeer over here looks up at you, kind of with the eyes of a hopeful merchant. The unicorn over here glances over you with some mild curiosity.
And then I actually see the unicorn because now I see green on the white.
Indeed, you see green eyes staring at you from a blanket of white.
It's like, whoa, how long were? Oh, are you Clover?
Bagwong notices him as well.
Yeah, my name's Clover. Do I know you?
Well, do you know him?
Oh, Bagwong!
Hey, Clover, long time no see.
It has been a while. How you been?
Working mostly. Still trying to figure things out.
So, have you found out anything about, he glances down.
My friend Dandy here actually introduced me to another unicorn named Vesper. Took a look at the book and I wasn't able to make out a whole lot more than you were.
Vesper, another unicorn?
Indeed.
I can let Dandy explain who Vesper is if he wants.
No.
Fair enough. He lives just a little bit outside of Rain.
No, I know exactly who Vesper is.
Oh,
you do?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know him personally, but I knew about him. Nice guy. Really quiet. Kind of kept to himself a lot. He's always watching books than anything else.
That sounds like him.
Mm-hmm. I remember when he left. Ugh, caused a bit of a stink, it did. Good guy. Good to hear he's doing all right. Although, how do you guys know him?
Long story. Are you working right now, or?
He sort of looks around a bit glumly. Nah. Want to grab a drink, Baiguang?
yeah, definitely. Sounds good.
All right. I don't think anyone's gonna run off with my barrels of honey, so let's head on in, shall we?
Yes.
The guys here keep an eye out for thieves. He nods toward his crew.
And we'll just pretend that we can see inside that building.
Ah,
And now while he's not here, Dandy steals his barrel of honey.
Oh, you horrible fiend!
we knew you wanted the unicorn honey.
It's
Yeah,
my lifeblood.
Yeah, giving him that black outline was a good idea. I don't think I would be able to see him very well otherwise. Well, let me make your... Okay, you can see your auras. Cool. Or your auras are visible, I should say.
Well, I can see mine. If Dandy has one, I don't see his.
Nah, do you want an aura as well, Dandy, or are you good? 0 squares is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
The size.
I'm glad I was on push to talk, so you didn't hear me drop the F-bomb right there.
I mean, unless that's the aura of Dandy's fabulousness, in which case,
Seems legit.
There we go. It's kind of light, but it works.
Well, I would suggest creating a second aura of the same color. Like aura 2 with the same color, and that's how I got the dark outlines. I have 2 auras, both black color.
He's blacker than black.
On Dandy, that's not a surprise. Yeah, that's why. Okay, Oh, there we go.
Darker than
There we
black.
go.
That's the anime that I haven't seen.
Good one. There, now his name and... Okay, yeah, the name and all that good jazz should be visible at this point.
Great.
Do you want a second purple aura as well, or are you good? You want it?
I got it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be lighter than everyone. I'm already brown, so I stand out.
It's
I
true.
stand out fine.
So as you guys head in, the tavern at the moment is a little empty. Not a lot of patrons in there per se. It appears most people are in their homes. Although not too long after you arrive, Baiguang shipmates come in, all of them rather thirsty and looking for a good meal. But nevertheless, Clover retreats you all to a table in the corner.
As we all sit in the middle of the building.
Fine. You know what?
Hey, now we're by the kitchen. Cool.
We're gonna double down
there we go.
the corner thing. There we go.
That seems the least obtrusive.
Actually, we'll go back to this corner.
So now Baiguang can't see the entrance.
It's okay. Dandy can percept. Actually, no, he can't. He only has a +3.
So as you guys grab a table and sit down, Clover orders a round of drinks, and so I got nothing but time. So what do you do? So Dandy, right?
Yes, Dandy.
So tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, I mean, at the moment, what I've basically just been doing is braiding things and fighting people in arena.
So you're a gladiator?
Yes.
No fooling. A sheep gladiator? Really?
Yeah.
In Rain or in a smaller
Rain,
smaller city?
Yes.
No, what? You actually fight in the City of Rain itself?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, pretty well.
Even gives
Huh.
Dag a run for his money. Dag Snowdawn.
He smiles proudly.
All right, sorry, I don't know a lot about the arena itself. I don't know a lot about Rain. I just know a little bit here and there. Most what the sailors talk about. So,
Yeah.
huh? I would never have guessed a sheep in the arena. Huh? Do others give you a hard time for that?
Used to, but people seem to dig me now, so that is a weird angle.
Well, he needs to look at you. Be rude for him to look at Baiguang and not look at you.
Fine, if you insist. There you go.
Excellent.
We are crooked together.
Yay! Well, you certainly ain't straight, but
Woo! Well, actually, I kind of am.
I was referring to Dandy.
No, I mean, I am in a straight line. It's just not it's not a compass. Anyway.
Yes, anyways.
Anyway.
So, how long you been fighting for?
2 years now.
Couple of years, huh? That's a long time for a sheep, isn't it?
Yeah, it is quite a long time for a sheep.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine.
So is that how you make your living?
At the moment, yes.
Huh.
I also live with Vesper, who's doing some arcane research right now.
His eyes open. Oh, so that's how you knew Vesper. You're roommates with him then.
Baiguang says nothing.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's a way to put it.
He raises an eyebrow.
Baiguang smirks a little bit.
Yeah. He's my boyfriend.
All over the table. And he starts gagging just a little bit.
He gives a sheepish smile.
He sort of starts coughing a bit and starts pounding the table, and some people look over like, what the heck's going over there? And he holds up a whip like, I'm good. And after
he holds a healing spell up and is like, oh, okay.
He's like, I'm good. Just give me it.
Baiguang was kind of starting that same direction with lay on hooves.
Oh, that does not feel good when it comes through the nostrils like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say boyfriend?
Yeah. We've been dating for like 2 years now. Well, wait, is it? Yeah. Good. Lore, that's the lore. Yes.
I mean, I knew Dandy was into other males. I just...
Dandy was what?
Into other
How'd
guys.
you know that?
You mean Vesper?
How'd you know?
Right, I meant to say Vesper, sorry. I mean, I knew Vesper was into other guys, but I just... Wow. And if anyone's wondering, he rolled that's what that crit was to know about Vesper, so I figured with the crit he would know that information.
He's actually bi.
So, So how's that working out for you?
Well, yeah, it's been working out pretty well. It's kind of why I came here to talk to you. Cause
I'm flattered, but I'm afraid I can't offer any relationship advice. I don't really know how that sort of thing works.
Not necessarily the relationship advice you're thinking of, but I wanted to ask, how do How do unicorns propose?
There's a moment of poignant silence. He holds up a hoof, like, give me a second. Takes another drink.
Now Bai Guang is kind of surprised.
Yeah. Takes another drink. I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I want to propose to Vesper.
He pulls out a cloth and sort of pauses in the air a moment and begins wiping up his mess. Wow, okay, this escalated quickly. Well, congratulations, I guess.
Well, I was just wondering how people from where he lives typically do that. I want to make the gesture special, and it's just. I was wondering if you know anything, because I knew I knew about you from Baiguang here, and yeah, I just thought I should turn to you.
He gives Baiguang a slightly accusatory look, like, did you plan this?
Baiguang shrugs helplessly.
And then glances back to Dandy. Wow, okay. So you want to propose to him and you want to do it the unicorn way, I take it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Well, first off, you don't. That is, unicorns don't really marry non-unicorns. That's not a thing that normally happens. Well, okay. There's been a couple of tales of something like that happening. Like, there's this one tale of this one unicorn who left a long time ago, and supposedly he landed. Oh yeah, apparently he landed somewhere in the forgive me. Where do your people come from again? What's the name of that place?
Meadow.
Thank you, the Meadow.
No, Ba. But sorry, Ba's the canon name. I forget.
Ba.
Well, that's how you say the meadow in Ba.
But
yes.
Isn't that the name of a town or something?
Yes, it is the name of the town.
But I was asking about the nation your people were from.
Yes, that is the nation we're from.
Oh, he sort of puts his head in his hoof. Okay, I see what's going on here. Anyways, supposedly this unicorn went out there and settled down, and apparently has like descendants or something like that. But I think it's the tale we don't really talk about very much, just because no one would believe such a thing. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's. Okay. Sorry, you just caught me completely off guard. All right. So I take it you're serious about this. Like, this is actually something you really want to do.
Yes, I do wish to do it, and I suspect that Vespers would feel the same once I proposed.
Well, whew, okay. Well, first off, normally a proposal comes as part of a very lengthy courtship process. It's you begin courting. Normally, you begin courting one another, and depending on the couple in question, the courtship, the official courtship part, like unicorns will start seeing each other and becoming romantically engaged informally for a while, and then they will declare that they're starting to perform a courtship, and that basically tells everyone, "Hey, we're serious about this. We're gonna we're gonna be united," and they begin. Depending on the couple, that courtship can last anywhere from a few days to several weeks to even a couple of months, depending. And it's the reason why is because there's a lot of rituals, a lot of rites, a lot of ceremony involved. It involves a lot of the unicorn culture. That involves a lot of individuals, and again, depending on the happy couple. They more or less get to decide how much of the rite and ritual they want to go through. Generally speaking, it takes a couple of weeks, about actually about 3 to 4 weeks is about normal.
Mhm.
I once knew a couple that actually did it for a year. It was really long.
Oh, yes.
But
Right.
that's not really an option. But the actual proposal itself, however, so normally the couple decides during the courtship that it's kind of there's a series of events that lead up to both publicly consenting to the idea of the proposal, and the proposal is usually sort of set up, and then the proposal actually happens. Everyone kind of knows it's coming, and then as part of the ritual, of course, the other one says yes. Typically the male proposes to the female and the female says yes, but that's not always how it happens. With your circumstance, I can't believe I'm giving this kind of advice. You live in Rain, right?
Yes. Well, basically, live in Rain.
So I take it you live like outside the walls?
Yes.
Okay.
Outside the walls, but still basically Rain.
How to go about this? See, the problem, forgive me for being a little blunt, but because we unicorns are so long-lived, everything we do is by design takes a long time.
Yeah, I understand that.
You know what I think would be a good idea? So typically the proposal takes place around a significant object of nature. Say perhaps a sacred tree or in a grove of flowers or something like that. The two will meet in this, and usually the proposer will perform some sort of ritual or rite signifying their intentions towards the proposed. Then the proposed will reciprocate with a similar, we'll say, song and dance, and then the two of them formally exchange vows of matrimony. I mean, they're not married, but they formally say, will you marry me? And then I do, kind of thing, or I will, or whatever it is. Sorry.
Yes, I see.
For you, do you know any good bards?
Pulls out a lyre.
Oh, that will actually
plays a little jingle.
All right, so here's what here's my advice to you.
In character, by the way.
So Vesper, what? Oh, your silences?
No, my snort was in character.
Oh, okay. So what I would say with this is, I know Vesper loved reading books. Does he have any books about unicorn romance, like about how this sort of thing works? Do you know?
I would probably look for this. So that is not as a player, I will say that is not my decision.
If he does, I would say look that up and learn a couple of these songs and dances. Vesper will probably know them. It's a sort of a part of our culture because, again, these things are a big deal. We don't know, we never have two weddings at once. Usually there's like a wedding and then there'll be a couple of years and maybe there's another one, or you know what I mean? Like these things are big. So most of us kind of know most of the song and dances kind of by heart, or at least we're familiar with them. So if Vesper happens to have a book like that, I would say learn some of these songs and dances and then take him to a place that is significant to the both of you, specifically someplace naturey. If you don't have something naturey, then just a significant place I think would do. And then begin the proposal, one of the proposal songs and dances, or rites or rituals, however you want to go about it. Vesper, I suspect, will catch on very quickly what's going on, and then if he agrees, he will perform the counter dance, or whatever he chooses to do, and then the two of you will formally seal the deal. You'll need some witnesses, but since you don't have, members of the Order of the Horn to witness it, I suspect any of your friends would do.
Looks at Baiguang.
Baiguang nods in the affirmative.
I mean, I don't know how marriage works in Rain. I've heard in some places you have to like let the local. Hold on a second. Like let the local authorities are doing it because there's some sort of like legal thing involved. In some places they don't care; they just happen. And so I would check to be safe. But that's what I would suggest. Because Vesper should know what you're doing once you start doing it.
Mhm.
If he hasn't been gone that long, I don't think he's been long enough. I mean, it's been a while.
Yes.
So, yeah. He looks at back. He looks at me. And he's like, I have expected to have this conversation, but okay.
Yeah. Sorry to trouble you.
No, it's not trouble. Unlike my other kin, I actually believe that we unicorns are in the wrong for being so isolationist.
Oh my god! You get it?
Well, like I get where they're coming from. I understand what they're trying to do, but I don't think isolation is the answer for it. I don't think it's the right way to go about it. You know? Actually, hold on a second. Hey, I lied. The lines aren't part of the map.
You lie.
Indeed. I just feel strongly that it's better if we build bridges rather than erect walls. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean. I like Vesper talks about his family and why they're like this and all. I don't know. I don't get it either. I know he doesn't get it. Well, in a way that well, he gets it. He just doesn't agree. Basically.
Well, there's a couple of reasons behind it. One is it's just a lot easier to not have to. We unicorns have been around for a very long time. We have our culture as a result is very well particularly built. There's a lot of nuances, and getting outsiders to come in is extraordinarily difficult. Like, to be blunt, most of them wouldn't live long enough to fully acclimate into our culture.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And then that's one facet of it. Another is a lot of them want to just study in private. A lot of them just want to study and learn more about the magic of light without being bothered. And we other unicorns get that, so we don't have to worry about outsiders disrupting us while we do so. Again, I'm not saying it's right. That's kind of the mindset. And then, of course, there's the mindset that what we're actually dealing with is, well, it's sacred, but also it's very powerful. And, well, to be frank, some of us don't know if we can trust outsiders. We know that we can, in a sense, trust ourselves because none of us have really done, well, okay, most of us haven't done anything like horribly evil. There's one recent example, but we won't talk about her.
Is it that Oleander fellow that Vesper told me about? If it's not important, then it's fine.
He just sort of shakes his head. I think she's a good example of why we have to be careful. Anyways, I mean, she hasn't done anything particularly dangerous. She just kind of left, so that helps. But, so you got to make sure that those who know and understand this handle it in ways that won't cause damage to themselves or to others. I think it's more important that we share this, that we have other people understand it rather than hide it. Because when you build bridges, people become envious and want to tear down those walls. And the higher those walls go, the more envious. Well, maybe not envious. The more resentment. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry, not envious. The more resentment builds, and the higher the walls go, the more there's more resentment. Until finally, they're convinced that whatever's inside those walls needs to be torn down and destroyed, just as the walls do.
Danny gives like a completely understanding nod.
So I feel we're not doing ourselves any favors. But it's deeply entrenched in our culture and in our mindset. I'll just be frank, I'm radical. Like I'm so completely different than my kin that my family, I mean, they're a little distant. They treat me cordially, but I can tell that it's not so much that they would prefer if I wasn't there. They're just kind of like, we're not going to be super sad when you're gone again, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like they hate me. It's just they wish I wasn't the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what it is. So that's why I'm saying, with these ideas, that might be the best way to go about it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that said, how did you meet? Like, how did this happen?
Well, okay. Player, pause for a second. Do I go with the one how it actually happened, or the story we decided later that actually isn't as silly?
Well, Vesper, this involves your character as well. What do you think?
I actually don't remember what the difference was between the two.
Okay,
yeah.
What we decided on later was that Vesper needed help investigating some ruins and enlisted Dandy. The real reason is that they both decided to sleep together at a tavern.
That was OC's fault. That wasn't canon though.
Oh, okay. So the investigating the magic artifact in the One Ruins thing.
Yeah.
Let's go with that one.
All right, you want to go with that one, Vesper?
Yes.
It's a tentative yes.
Yes.
But I suppose it's better than
affirmative.
It's better than a drunken sordid affair of passion and love.
Oh no, they just fell asleep at the same table.
And you woke up and suddenly you were living together. Funny how this happens. All right, so let's go ahead and go with that version.
Yeah. So so relay the story of Vesper. Well, you see, Vesper he goes around. He travels a bit. Sometimes he just goes around finding just trying to research magic a bit. And there were these ruins. You see, I was traveling around too at the time. I hadn't settled in Rain yet. I was just looking around. When you first become a gladiator, you kind of have to find the really shady stuff, the shady places to to get a foothold, I suppose.
I see. So you got to get your name out there through the more disreputable parts of the town.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right.
Or at least that's how my story went, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, so I was in town at the time, and Vesper sort of advertised that he basically needed a bodyguard to go into the ruins for him. And I was like, yeah, this sounds nice. I could definitely do this. Definitely brush up on skills, skills and all that.
Right.
They'll hopefully give me some money too. And I was like, yeah, we just went, and it was dangerous, but that's half the fun, to be honest.
Well, they say danger builds stronger bonds.
Yes, and we were alone in pretty much the wilderness for a while, and it's just like we sort of spent a lot of time talking. We found we had a lot of things in common, and like when everything was over, I was like, I want to see you again. You know, it's just sort of like pauses, thinking about some happy memories.
And basically just one thing led to another then.
Yeah, be nuts.
That makes a lot of sense. Huh. Wow. I guess it's true what they say. Love is blind. But wow. Congratulations again, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry, Bagwong. How have you been? How's if you had fingers, you would snap them. So he sort of taps on the table.
Vixen?
Yeah.
She's
Bagwong is
not kid-
snapped out of his napkin doodle reverie at the mention of Vixen.
She is not kidnapped.
Not kidnapped?
Oh, yes, that was a thing that almost happened. Well, did happen.
He tilts his head curiously.
I don't know if you've heard what's happening in Rain lately. There have been a lot of kidnappings, and Vixen was one of them, although fortunately we were able to rescue her before anything irreversible was done.
Irreversible?
Predator cult.
Can we get a private room?
Ed couldn't hurt. He looks at Dandy to...
He shrugs and it's like, if you feel more comfortable. I don't know if the public shouldn't know about this. But
I don't know. I feel like
guys'
it's not our call to make.
yes.
Well, whose call is it to make then?
He shrugs.
Well,
Whatever you want.
well, all right. Well, sorry, keep going. And if I feel this needs a room, I'll go get us a room.
So yes, predator cultists.
Wait, what did you just say?
Yes, there's a cult going around turning everyone into predators or half
There's
predators.
a underground group that is gradually becoming less underground.
He nods.
No, I haven't heard anything about this.
They almost got Vesper too. Actually, he's still recovering from the stuff they did to him.
We managed to get him on the way to one of the ritual sites.
Magic is his magic got drained though, and he hasn't got it back since.
Wait, what did you say? He turns and looks at Dandy.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to cast anything or use his magic in any way.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said his magic's been drained?
Yeah, actually.
And he hasn't gotten it back?
Mm-hmm.
No, that actually doesn't make any sense. How is that possible?
Well, and I don't know what they did to him, but if he, the least he would do is turn his hair blue again.
Oh, he's blue now. He's blue nowadays.
Well, his mane. Excuse me.
Oh, that's kind of what I figured you meant.
Yeah.
Although, before I misspeak, actually, does Vesper actually change his hair from time to time, or has he always been blue?
No, no. Blue was the only one, and it was only after he got to Red.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, I rescind my comment a little bit.
He wouldn't be caught without white hair around other unicorns.
He's not Ramona Flowers.
Mm-mm.
In that case, his reaction is like, blue?
Yeah, he does that now.
Wait, he has blue hair?
Well, he uses prestidigitation, turn it blue.
Gotta have
Why?
blue hair.
Well, because I guess he likes it. He says it helps him not blend into the snow. But I think but really, it's just because he likes it.
Okay, well, I mean, he'll do him, I guess. I just find that really weird. But basically, his hair is not blue because he can't make it blue, right?
Yeah, it's not even that hard of magic, but
that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't. How's that even possible? Have you found any way of making him better?
Not yet. And we've had the Snowdons help too.
He doesn't really respond much when you say Snowdawn.
They're basically noble houses that research arcane magic.
Oh, those guys.
Yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Really? And they couldn't fix him either?
No.
He gives Dandy a very curious look.
There've been a couple. He hesitates to use the word victims, but doesn't have a better word off the top of his head. Victims that they've been struggling to fully restore.
Mm-hmm.
Vesper probably doesn't have the worst of it, although he, as said, could be in better shape.
Yeah.
He gives Danny a very serious, appraising look. You don't need an insight check to know he's trying to make a very heavy decision.
Mm.
What does Vesper mean to you?
He just is taken aback a little bit. Well, everything.
If you're being blunt, does the fact that he'll outlive you by many lifetime bother you?
I've come to accept it. I want to spend the rest of my life with him.
Dandy, right?
Yes.
Dandy, I think I know someone who might be able to help you.
He leans in closer.
Give me a second.